Hello everyone, good morning. So today we're going to talk about how do you improve your career, or let's say how do you kind of let's say step forward in your career and using AI tools. Right, there are a lot of AI tools available these days, and there are lot many things we can achieve much faster. For example, let's say a data analysis that you do in Excel sheets, let's say using formulas, can be achieved. In general, it takes like 3-4 hours or a couple of days if the data is large. In the world of AI, you can use Gemini AI from Google or Perplexity Pro. I'm sorry, yeah, Perplexity Pro or ChatGPT Pros and achieve that in let's say 2 hours or 1 hour. Things have become very fast. So either you miss out and stay behind, or you upskill and get there. And it's not very difficult to upskill. So today I'm going to tell you the most important tools you could use. And I will not kind of let's say go into multiple tools. I'll just stick to some of these tools which I use and tell you how this is going to help your growth in your career life. This is equally applicable if you are, let's say, a starter. So you just started working and you are in the field of, let's say, analyst, business associate, anywhere in the business, operations, or in the field of tech where you're, let's say, slightly more relevant to the business. For example, product management, program management, of any of that. If you are a pure play engineer, this may not be directly helpful for you. But of course, as you grow in your career, you will get into analysis. You will get into a lot of, let's say, structured communication where AI is going to help you a lot. If you are in the midlife of your career, let's say 30, 32, 35, this is going to be greatly impactful because you can do a lot of things much faster than everyone else. So you'll be ahead of the curve. If you're in the late 40, 45s, you should definitely know this. I mean, you should know this already. So let's start with communication, right? If you pick up any of the corporate life in here, communication is very, very important. Now, what is needed in clear communication? So there is written communication, then there is verbal communication, oral communication. Oral communication is about presentation, articulation, and all those. I don't think AI tools can help you on that much. In terms of written communication, there are a lot of tools you can use to format or help you articulate what you're trying to say. Yeah, so for written communication, you can use Quillbot. Quillbot is a Chrome extension that is available. You can just start using it immediately and it'll help you articulate, fix your grammatical problems, fix your spelling fixes anyway existing today from a long time. But it'll help you better structure your thoughts, what you're trying to communicate. Communications needs to be conclusive. So let's say in the earlier corporate life, we used to say, hey, hi, and then stop it there. And then when someone replies, you make a point, what you want to say. In the newer age of Slack and all those, you have to be communicating in conclusive manner. So let's say if you're talking about a topic, talk about the topic, the problem, the options, the solution options you have considered, and your recommendation. It needs to be structured. It needs to be thought through, right? Now I may not use Quillbot all the time. So all of us using Airtel services in India will have access to Perplexity Pro, right? Now just use that. I mean, I'll just call it Pro. The Pro can use help you in structuring communication in any of those what AI can do, right? So just tell them that you need this communication to be better articulated. It'll tell you how to do that. I mean, just like we see on the screen, that's how you do it. Now, going forward, now let's talk about the next set of things. Communication is definitely important in the corporate world, but there are many other things also, right? The kind of ideas you come up with, the kind of solutions you come up with, the kind of problems you understand, right? Now, let's say, look at a problem solving structure. How do you solve a problem? So, you have a business problem, you have a tech problem, you have an internal HR problem, right? So there's a problem identification. You identify the problem. Then there is data data analytics, or let's say data collection about the problem. You collect a lot of data to see if the problem is really a problem or how big is the problem. In the corporate world or Amazon, they call it size of the price. If you solve this problem, what is the price for the business, not for you, right? Post that, after that, once the size of the problem is identified, then you come to solutions. Solutions might be many. There could be 3 or 4 solutions, but then there is a mix of effort involved and the benefit you're getting, and you come up with a recommendation in one of those solutions. Now, the AI, the Pro we talked about, is definitely going to help you in 1 and 2. You can just feed Excel data. Pro is one example. You can use ChatGPT for it. You can use many other tools also for it. Just feed your data or your, let's say, thought process written down into the tool. It will tell you the analysis in terms of a secondary research. So how is this problem? Is this really a problem across the market, across industries? It will tell you those thoughts. So that's a secondary research. Now for primary research, you can ask the AI, what data does it need to help you come up with feedback or figure out the size of the problem? It'll tell you, I need this forecasting example, right? You have a sales problem. So I need this sales forecast. I need the regional sales data. I need the average ticket price and all those. You feed that. The AI will analyze that and tell you, you know what, this region is lagging behind the forecast by large extent because of such environmental factors. Or this region is really doing well just because, let's say, there was a festival there, right? So you could sell more. This kind of identification will come up, right? These data points, this analysis from all these Pro, ChatGPT, or any of these tools will generally help you to come out with the solutions. Please post your questions in the comments. We will talk about details in terms of solutions in a different video.